evening.
Good evening.
Please state your name for the record.
Derek V. Steele.
And how would you describe your driving record?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty much spotless.
I would like to call your attention to the night in question, March 15th. How are you feeling that evening?
Oh, I've been sick for a couple weeks, had a real bad cold.
Could you describe the symptoms for us?
I mean, I had headaches, a head cold, and then my throat was so sore, and I was coughing all the time. It was such a nasty, awful cough.
How long have you been fighting that cold?
Probably at least a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, okay. So what did you decide to do that evening?
Well, my girlfriend begged me to take her and her best friend over to my buddy's house because some of their girlfriends were going to be there because all the guys were going to play video games. So we all went over to my bud's house just to hang out.
And how old is your girlfriend and her best friend?
They're 16.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Did you see alcohol at this party?
No, I mean, I never saw any alcohol.
So you just played games? You played games all night?
Yeah, we were just playing Call of Duty all night.
And did you have anything to drink at any point in time?
I was just drinking water.
How were you feeling later on in that night?
I mean, I was coughing all night. My buddy heard me coughing. He actually ended up giving me a bottle of cough syrup. Was like, "Hey, try this. It's really good." So I saw what the dose was and took a dose of that.
And did you take any more doses later on in that evening?
No, I just had the one dose. It really seemed to help. Definitely burned when it went down, but it was good.
Have you used that brand before?
No, I never had that one before.
Now let's move forward to what happened at the intersection of Jefferson and Highway 132.
Okay.
Could you walk us through what happened?
Well, we were driving, coming up on the intersection. I was turning left onto Highway 132, and I mean, I had the green light. Next thing I know, this truck almost sideswipes us. He wasn't stopping at the light. He had to swerve to the right and go onto Jefferson Park to not hit us.
And what color was the light in that intersection?
It was green for me, and then it was red for the truck.
Okay. So what happened after you made it through that intersection safely?
Well, after we made it to the intersection, I thought we were fine. You know, we were going to make it home in time for my girlfriend's curfew. Next thing I know, I got a police car pulling me over.
Did he say why he was pulling you over?
No, he never told me why he pulled me over, but he said he smelled alcohol and he wanted to search the car.
Did you comply with the search?
I mean, I didn't know that I had any other right but to do what he wanted.
So he searched the car. Did he find anything?
Yeah, he ended up finding my dad's beer cans. My dad had borrowed my car that day, and when he goes fishing, he borrows my car, and he always drinks on his fishing trips, even though I tell him not to drink and drive, especially when he's driving my car.
Does your dad go fishing often?
Oh yeah, he borrows my car usually at least like once a week.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. No further questions.
Good afternoon, Mr. Steele.
Good afternoon.
You went to a party
Yeah, I hung out with
on March
friends.
15th,
Yeah,
and you had two passengers in the car.
yeah.
They were young women.
My girlfriend
One
Marla,
was your-
she's 16,
thank you, sir.
and
Thank you, sir. They were young women. One was 16.
well, as I was saying, they're both 16, and then my girlfriend's friend was also in the car that evening with us. Her name's Marla. She's a little bit of an alcoholic.
I'm sorry, sometimes I get a little anxious. Please forgive me.
Oh, of course.
So let's back up. So we're at the party with the two young women, and they were both 16.
Yeah, we're all hanging out.
And what did you do at the party?
Well, when we were hanging out, I was playing video games with my friends.
So you were playing video games, and you weren't feeling very good.
No, I mean, I've been sick for a couple weeks, but my girlfriend really wanted to go to the party, so I was like, fine, we can go, I'll take you.
And you had a cold.
Yeah, I mean, I've been sick.
And your friend gave you some cough syrup for the cold.
Right, cough killer.
And you took a measured dose of the cough syrup.
I mean, I looked and saw what the dose was and took what I assumed to be that dose, yeah.
So you read the label?
Yeah.
And you took the cough syrup?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'd like to, with your permission, approach the witness and show what has previously been identified as State Exhibit 1.
Permission granted.
Sir, do you recognize what I just handed you?
Yeah, it looks like my written statement.
And how do you know that's your written statement?
Well, it has my signature, or my initials on each page, and then my signature on the back.
Thank you, Mr. Steele. And in that statement, I'd like to refer you, I believe, to, forgive me, approaching the witness again, lines 13, 14, and 15. Could you read very clearly in a volume that we can all hear what those lines state?
It burned, but it did seem to help my cold. During the evening, I had a couple more swigs from it. I didn't keep track of how much I took, but I don't think it was that much.
Okay, thank you. So your statement that you just let everybody know is actually your statement didn't say anything about reading the label.
No.
And it didn't say anything about you knew how much you took.
No.
Okay, so you left the party.
Yes.
And the girls were with you.
Well, yeah, I could just leave them there.
And your girlfriend was sitting in the front.
Yeah, and then Marla was tired, so she was laying down in the back.
Okay, and at that point, what route did you take home?
Well, I mean, I took the route I always take.
So that route would be through the intersection of Jefferson Parkway and 132?
Yes.
And the light was yellow?
No, the light was green.
The light was green?
Yeah, just like I previously testified.
Okay. Once again, I'd like to draw your attention to the highlighted portion of your statement. Could you read that aloud for me, please?
132, the light was yellow.
So the light was actually yellow.
I mean, I just must have wrote down the wrong thing on my statement.
So you're not sure about what happened with the cough syrup. You're not sure about the color of the light. So this statement, which you took, this statement, right? This is your statement, correct?
Yeah, that's my statement.
And it was taken directly after the incident.
I mean, it was directly after.
And it was given
and
it was given voluntarily.
yes, I asked the cop if I could fill out a statement at that time, and he said that I could if I wanted to.
Thank you. Thank you. And at that point, they found beer cans in your car.
Yeah, my dad's beer cans.
They found 3 empty beer cans.
Yes, my dad's
They
beer
found one that was cold.
I mean, I don't know whether it was cold or not.
They found an unopened can of beer.
I mean, my dad's not an alcoholic.
They found an unopened can of beer
That he left in the car.
that was in the console right beside you.
Where my dad would be driving.
And your dad had the car when?
That day.
And how do you're sure that he had the car that day?
Yeah, definitely, because I didn't get it back till that evening right before I picked up the girls.
That's a pretty important point.
I guess.
So can you please find in the statement where you included that pretty important point about your dad having the car that day?
I mean, I say right here,
That day, March the 15th.
yeah, this was written March the 15th.
And please show me or read to me in that statement where you said your dad had the car that particular day.
The beer in the car, probably my dad. He
On
uses
March
my car sometimes to go fishing.
And my question was, sir, on March the 15th, you're saying under direct, right? You just said that the dad had the car that day, and I'm wondering why that wasn't in the statement, because that's pretty important.
I mean, I guess I thought the officer was intelligent enough to understand that sometimes meant that that's why the beer was there.
Thank you. So, if I'm understanding, we're not sure about what happened with the cough syrup. We're really unclear about the color of the light, and we're not sure about when your dad had the car.
I mean, I'm clear about it.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you.